Let's go Dolphins! Things are heating up behind the scenes for the Miami Dolphins. We may have discovered a hidden gem at quarterback, and South Florida fans are buzzing about this addition. I can't believe it! Once considered a top 10 pick in the draft and even a college football 25 cover pick, this guy is now part of the teal and orange family. And yes, folks, this 7th round pick is already generating buzz, not just among fans, but also among NFL Hall of Famer Kurt Warner himself. I have a few important things to clarify. We know the Dolphins want to make a Super Bowl, and to do that, Mike McDaniel needs quality players. Chris Grier should have been fired a long time ago, but unfortunately, he's still here, having made questionable plays in the past. Grier's last play late in the round may accidentally become one of the most talked about names in training camp. But before you continue, be sure to like this, but only if you've been a Miami Dolphins fan for over 20 years. It's amazing to see fans of all ages cheering for this team. If you can, leave a comment saying, "Go Dolphins! We're gonna win!" Well, without further ado, let's get right to it. Quinn Ewers, the former Texas Longhorn. That's him. The buzz started when Warner sat down for an in-depth video analysis of Quinn Ewers, diving deep into footage of the quarterback to analyze everything from his mechanics to his decision-making. Warner's verdict? There's real potential here. Arm talent, balance, and flashes of high-level processing. And interestingly, much of what Warner points out aligns with what some seasoned Dolphins content creators have been observing. The kid has an arm, he's calm under pressure, and he makes quick decisions, sometimes too quick. But hey, that's something that can be taught. What you can't teach is the natural ability to pass a football between two defenders under pressure or out of bounds and turn it into a touchdown. Now, let's get into the tape because what we're seeing from Quinn Ewers is not just interesting, it could be pivotal. Throughout Warner's breakdown, a recurring theme appears. Quinn is fast, sometimes too fast. He gets through his progressions quicker than he should, often jumping to the check down even when more rewarding plays are developing downfield. Warner points out several instances where, had Ewers trusted his arm more and held onto his red a split second longer, he could have ripped the ball into windows for big gains. And we're not talking about low percentage throws here. We're talking about NFL level decisions that just need a touch more aggression. That could be the biggest question mark in Ewers' development. Can McDaniel and the coaching staff get him to trust what he sees and be willing to attack the second level? Because when he does, it's a thing of beauty. Warner highlighted multiple throws that displayed Ewers' innate arm talent, tight window lasers, layered touch passes, and quick reactions under pressure. His footwork isn't always perfect, but when it breaks down, the arm makes up for it. That's not something you can coach. That's raw, natural ability. And don't overlook the nuance here. Warner talks about the importance of tying your feet to the timing of the route. Ewers has a habit of getting set too quickly, which speeds up his internal clock and causes him to move off reads too soon. Fixable? Absolutely. It's coachable, and that's exactly where McDaniel's staff comes into play. If they can calibrate his timing and build his confidence in the pocket, Miami may have just found a legitimate developmental quarterback, maybe even a future starter if things break the right way. Let's also address the elephant in the room, the Tua debate. Some fans are still not sold on Tua, and for that group, every new quarterback brought into the fold is viewed as the potential savior. Ewers is no exception. But this isn't about replacing Tua. This is about building depth, smart depth. We've seen how critical it is to have a competent backup, especially in today's NFL. The reality is, Zach Wilson is currently the presumed backup, but should he be? He's making $6 million, sure, but money shouldn't dictate depth chart hierarchy. It should be about who gives the team the best chance to win if needed. That's why this training camp will be so intriguing. If it's a real competition, Ewers has every shot to climb the depth chart. He was once considered an elite prospect for a reason. Injuries, inconsistency, and system changes in college derailed his draft stock, but the talent never disappeared. Watching him now, you can see flashes of why scouts fell in love with him in the first place. If he cleans up the timing issues and starts trusting his eyes, we might be witnessing the beginning of something big. The key now will be how this coaching staff molds him. We've already seen what McDaniel can do with a quarterback who gets the ball out quickly and accurately. That's Tua's bread and butter. If they can apply that same developmental framework to Ewers, especially in processing and anticipation, this kid might turn heads sooner than expected. He's not just a camp arm. He's someone the team needs to seriously evaluate. So Dolphins fans, I have to ask, what do you think of Quinn Ewers so far? Do you believe he can rise up and challenge for the QB2 role? Should he already be ahead of Zach Wilson on the depth chart? Let me know in the comments, and get ready, because in the next part, we're going deeper into how Ewers might fit into Mike McDaniel's offensive system and what this means for the Dolphins quarterback room moving forward. And let's pick it up right where we left off, because this is where things start getting really interesting. When we talk about Mike McDaniel's offensive system, we're talking about timing, precision, rhythm, and anticipation. anticipation. This is not a system built for quarterbacks who need to see a receiver wide open before pulling the trigger. It's built for those who trust the play design, make fast reads, and let it fly with confidence. Tua thrives here not because he has the biggest arm in the league. He doesn't, but because he's exceptional at reading defenses, anticipating breaks, and delivering with accuracy. So here's the big question. Can Quinn Ewers evolve into that kind of quarterback? Let's break it down. Quinn already shows flashes of the key traits required to succeed in McDaniel's system. His ability to throw with touch, his clean release under pressure, and his general feel for play flow are already evident on tape. But to make the leap, he has to tighten up the two areas that Warner emphasized repeatedly: decision timing and read progression discipline. McDaniel's offense creates windows with movement, motions, shifts, and layered routes that demand anticipation. We saw that with Tua's lightning-quick releases, often getting the ball out in under 2.5 seconds. Quinn, on the other hand, has a habit of setting too early, then either rushing through his reads or bailing to the check down. That's where coaching becomes critical. The footwork needs to match the route depth. The eyes need to stay patient just a beat longer. And above all, the trust in the system must be absolute. But here's the exciting part. Those are fixable traits. They're coachable. These aren't mechanical flaws or physical limitations. This is about mental reps, film study, and repetition. Quinn doesn't need to reinvent his game. He just needs refinement. And if he can start attacking those second-level windows with confidence, McDaniel has the tools to weaponize him. Picture it. Motion from Tyreek, Waddle in a deep over, a tight end dragging under. It's a layered concept McDaniel loves. Tua hits the second level over perfectly. If Quinn can learn to do the same and deliver that ball in rhythm with defenders crashing toward the line, suddenly this Dolphins offense doesn't miss a beat even if QB1 goes down. That's the kind of depth championship teams need. That's the kind of insurance policy Miami hasn't had in years. Let's also talk pressure. The Dolphins' offensive line has been, to put it mildly, inconsistent. And what Warner highlighted is Quinn's knack for feeling that pressure and adjusting. His ability to flip the ball out quickly, sometimes off-platform, is a major plus. On one touchdown throw, Warner broke down how Quinn, without a clean base, managed to deliver a dime purely through arm strength and quick recognition. That kind of improvisation is vital when the pocket collapses, and in Miami, we know that's a real possibility. But the development won't happen in a vacuum. This will be a test of the coaching staff's ability to nurture young talent. Greer might have stumbled into this pick, but now it's on McDaniel and his team to turn potential into performance. And that leads us to the elephant in the room again, Zach Wilson. Let's be honest, Zach Wilson has had every chance in the NFL to prove himself, and the results have been disappointing. His inconsistency, lack of confidence, and questionable decision-making make it hard to justify him walking into the season as QB2 without a fight. And yet, because of salary and status, he might get the nod unless someone like Quinn forces the issue. That's why this summer's training camp isn't just about positional battles. It's about culture. It's about whether this Dolphins team rewards performance or pedigree. The fans want competition. They want transparency. And most importantly, they want to believe that the team is making decisions that prioritize winning, not politics. So where does this leave us? With a rookie quarterback who's got raw talent, elite flashes, and a Hall of Famer saying, "This kid's got something," but who also has critical areas to refine. The path to QB2 isn't impossible. It's right there in front of him. And if he seizes it, Quinn Ewers could become one of the most valuable depth players on the roster, and maybe more, depending on how